Hey, so I am on day 12 post hysterectomy, and today I also went and had my 2-week follow-up with my surgeon. So to kind of fill you in on some stuff, I have really been still not feeling the best, in the sense that I have a lot of pain. I am still having a hard time being able to wean off of my pain medications due to how much pain I've been in. And I've still been obviously very exhausted throughout the day, but a lot of that is fairly normal for my surgery. My energy levels are going to be really low. I have to take everything very slow. I can kind of get these bursts of energy and feel like I'm almost kind of normal, and then I'll get up and start doing stuff, and the next thing I know, I'm just burnt out. I need to lay down, and then I'm hurting, and I feel like total crap. So when I went in to see my surgeon today, we discussed a lot of different things, and he actually ended up doing an exam, which is typically not always normal. They don't always will do an exam, because I actually had my cervix removed, so I have what's called a vaginal cuff inside, and I have sutures and things internally. I know, if you don't want to hear any of this stuff, close your ears or cover your eyes, or maybe just don't even listen to this, because I'm going to be real. This is going to get a little TMI through this video. It's probably going to be the most TMI video I've probably shared vlog-wise, okay? So hold on to your hats here. So he had to do... he wanted to check me because he wanted to see how my vaginal cuff was doing because of the amount of pain that I was having. Everything looked fine. My blood work also looked good. There wasn't signs of infection, maybe internal bleeding, anything of that nature. What he was concerned with is the level of constipation that I am dealing with right now. You've got to figure... pain medication, all the meds I've been on since the hospital, in the hospital, plus just surgery, just kind of naturally just slow things down. Many people are going to get constipated. This is just what happens. And when you have any type of abdominal surgery, and I have had many, it makes it much harder for you to go. So I am really constipated, okay? So... it's not okay. And I've been trying everything. I am taking 3 stool softeners a day, on top of drinking tons of water, and on top of taking milk of magnesia at night. And it's still not really doing the trick the way it should be. So I am going to be taking basically what they would give somebody for a colonoscopy. Not to that full extent, but the goal is to try to get everything cleaned out over the weekend to see if that eliminates a lot of the pain and discomfort I'm having. Because clearly, if you are that backed up, and it's pushing on all of this area that's trying to heal, I mean, that makes sense. I'm going to be way more sore. Then I end up then having to take more pain medication, which then ends up basically compounding the problem and making me more constipated. It's like a double-edged sword. So that's the goal, is that this weekend I'm going to be trying to get everything moving along. And if for some reason, after all of that said and done, and I get everything moving along, and I'm still in a lot of pain, next week he will be sending, I think next week is what he was saying, he might send me for a pelvic CT, and just take a very closer look at what's going on with me. He did make mention that clearly, because I have pelvic congestion syndrome, and I had very big bulging veins, that here's the thing, even though they took out the uterus and the ovary, not both ovaries, just the one, that was bringing in a lot of the blood supply, doesn't mean that this is completely cured or eliminated or fixed my pelvic congestion syndrome. And I knew that going into this, and I want to make that very clear. on this video for those of you that are following me because you are a PCS sufferer like myself. It's no guarantee. And there are going to be other veins that are in there. And he said, you know, things are rerouting. Blood flow is going now to other places, and that can be uncomfortable. And I could have other veins that maybe are being pressed upon that's causing even more pain. So he's like, I'm not surprised that you're going a little slower. But also, I mean, I've been speaking to a lot of women who have had hysterectomies, and let me just say, like, this is not a walk in the park kind of surgery. I mean, many women are looking at 3, 4, 6 plus weeks of recovery. I mean, this is, you know, it's a slow recovery. So just know that, and know that if you yourself are planning to have a hysterectomy, it's a slow recovery. And if you know someone who's having a hysterectomy, please be like understanding that they are going to have a slow recovery. Like, try to be mindful of that, because I've had some people that are just literally like, you're still recovering. You're still sore. You're still hurting. You're still not moving around well. Like, they're like almost dumbfounded that I'm, you know, almost 2 weeks post-op, and that I'm not like back to my normal self and running around and being like normal me. Like, no, that's not how this works. I have to go very, very slow. I mean, even my surgeon was like, you know, obviously you're not really ready to be out, going on, you know, he's like, you can try getting out of the house a little bit if you'd like. He's like, but even, he goes, you can't venture by yourself for a while. Even when you feel like you're ready to venture by yourself or try to drive myself, I basically have to have a buddy. I can't go anywhere. I need a babysitter, because what can end up happening is that I can feel good and drive myself somewhere and end up basically not being able to drive myself home and then being stuck somewhere. And he goes, and I don't want you to have to Uber it home. So cute, right? My surgeon was hilarious. He's like, I don't want you to have to Uber your way home or call a cab or whatever it is you guys do these days. So yeah, so that's basically what's going on right now. I'm trying to get as much rest as I possibly can. I feel like the last 2 days, energy-wise, my energy levels have been pretty good compared to what they were. So I'm trying to get up and do a little bit more, and I'm going very slow, listening to my body, but hopefully, I'm hoping that if we just get everything moving along, that by next week, I'm really going to make the turn finally for the better in my recovery, because I'm going to be real with you. I have just been like, I've been uncomfortable. I'm tired. I'm getting emotional. I've been crying over things that typically don't make me cry, and I'm just kind of like, I'm over it kind of feeling, that feeling of I'm over it. I just want to feel kind of normal for just, you know, can I just feel normal for a little bit, because I'm kind of over this whole thing. But I do appreciate everybody's love and support and well wishes. Thank you so much. But there you go. There's the total breakdown. I might have been a lot of TMI, but you know what? I'm always going to be real and honest and like lay it way out there, because I want you to know the truth, especially if you're following me because you're getting ready to prep for this. I'd rather you know than not know, and then be totally surprised when it happens, okay? Even if it makes me having to talk about constipation on social media. Hey, everybody poops, okay? We all do it. I'm just the only one, well, not the only one, but one of the only ones that's actually openly talking about it on, you know, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later, okay? Bye.